Guess who's back? That's right, I'm back, and I'm better than ever. I bet a lot of you guys thought that I was just gonna drop off the face of the earth, didn't you? Well, guess what? No! I'm uploading consistently when I want to. Explosions! I bet I bamboozled a bunch of you to think that I gave up on my channel. Ha! Now blow everything up! Alright, in all seriousness, thank you guys for tuning into this update. Things have been a little bit crazy, things have been changing in my life, and it's just, I had to take a little bit of time to sit and reflect on all of the things going on in my life at the time. I ended up getting an eye injury that prevented me from editing for a while. And then before that, I was having a hard time finding like the motivation to edit consistently. I think really that's the big one that lessened my upload frequency there for a while. Because don't get me wrong, that's like one of my favorite parts of this process of making YouTube videos. But it did fill to the point where it was draining on the other parts of my life, and I feel like I needed to catch up with some other things first before I could keep doing what I'm doing here. So that's where I'm at with the channel. Honestly, it's not dying, it's not dead, I just haven't been able to put out to it. I'm still intending on making new content and continuing the playthroughs that I've already been doing. Actually, as I'm sitting down here today, I'm supposed to be doing Secret of the Mimic and Silent Hill. New on the docket, I do have a couple of indie horrors who a couple developers actually did reach out to me, and they wanted me to try out their games. I am more than happy to. So I have a couple of those I hope I can record soon and get out for you guys. It's just going to take me a minute to get my recording schedule back in order, seeing as right now, as of recording this, I have less than a week's worth of content to actually sit and edit. So if those of you that do follow me already know, but for those of you that don't and this is your first time hearing about it, the way that I end up having to manage this channel, and if you are interested in doing YouTube, you can take tips for whatever I do. But one of the things that really makes it hard is just the time management, especially since I lead a pretty busy life. I got a family. I do work a job outside of YouTube, and I have other social things and other obligations that I am a part of. For me, it's very busy. It's hard to fit in, especially with how I want to keep the caliber of like the quality going for you guys. It does take time, it takes measurement, it takes a lot of effort. In general, it takes a considerable amount of time out of my life. So that being said, that's why I'm doing this juggling act, and it's just trying to make sure I keep things just as quality, and I'm able to keep making good content that you guys will actually enjoy, because I don't want to be making content that you guys aren't about. But I do have another recording session here soon, but the way that I have to record with everything else that I have going on, it's not like I can sit down every day, record for however long, and then edit and then upload the following day. My schedule doesn't allow for that. So most of the time I'll have to take like a 2 to 3 hour block just to record, and then I find out how to edit sparsed out through the week when in the time slots that I can make available. So that being said, that's the big reason that I don't have content right now, is just because I haven't done one of these recording blocks yet. I'm just starting. I'm gonna be hitting Secret of the Mimic. I can see that you guys are enjoying those playthroughs. However, I do want to have your input. I want to know what you guys think of the thumbnails. We are evolving our art style on what the thumbnails are looking like, and kind of like the art we're trying to choose and move around, and how we're trying to make visibility for my avatar, as well as Sirens and anyone else that may show up. I have a lot of ideas in the works, a lot of things that we're trying to work on. But yeah, I want to know your guys' input on those thumbnails. And on that same note, for those thumbnails, there is going to be a point where you're probably not going to see as many of them for a while. So Charm, who has appeared on my channel, she does a lot of the color illustration on those thumbnails, and she is going to be unavailable to do that starting in about a week or a couple weeks now. So that means that after that, there's gonna be a period of time where I'm not gonna be able to utilize her to do that shading. So unless I somehow become very good at this stuff myself, all by myself, then I am going to have to put the custom thumbnails on a pause. So I'm front loading her with a bunch of work before that, if I can. So if you guys can just give me a little bit of feedback on all that, I'm sure me and my whole team would appreciate it. And by my whole team, I mean Siren and Charm, because they're my team. Shout out to them in the comments. Other than that, I had a problem, like I mentioned, with one of my eyes. I ended up somehow getting it injured. I don't know how. I still have another follow-up appointment on that. But it has permanently changed my vision. And so currently I'm wearing a prescription that's a bit out of date. So that being said, I get headaches now because my prescription was, or my vision was changed so very abruptly. So that being said, I'm gonna go get an exam and get a re-prescribed, and everything will be fine in the end. But as of right now, like getting started back up again, it may be a little bit slower just because it's harder for me to read right now. Just harder for me to focus since both of my eyes feel a little bit different than they were before before that whole thing had happened. So that's why you see me wearing glasses. My goal is to have contacts, but with this whole prescription change, I'm gonna probably stick to glasses for a little bit longer because I'm probably gonna have to get new lenses, and I kind of want to get new frames too if I have to do that. So that's where we stand there. Another thing that I've done, and I'm sure that so many of you noticed right away because obviously the statistics on these videos say that 90% of you guys, of my viewers, are already subscribers, right? Right? It's not the other way around. It's not 90% are not subscribers. So you should subscribe. And see that I had gotten my hair dyed recently. I'm trying to keep it. I've always wanted to go red, a little bit darker. At first I was thinking, and you guys saw the black and red mix that I did in a few of my other videos. And I did like it. I think on camera it looks a little bit different than it does in person. And so I kind of wanted to go more geared towards camera, what it's going to pop up. And I'm going to see at the end of this recording right here what it looks like. And so far from what I can tell, I think it's more along the lines of what I was shooting for. I did go my full head so that when my hair grows out, because it's already naturally dark and on screen already appears pretty black, even though it really is just a really dark brown, I'm hoping that it has the same intended look that I was going for before. So those are some of the big changes that you guys have seen and are seeing for the channel. I am starting to reorganize my Discord a little bit more. You can find it in any of my descriptions for any of my videos. Go check it out. But I want to make it a little bit more user-friendly for people to be able to just have an easy, safe place to game and exist and talk and stuff. So I'm restructuring it a little bit. I'm going to look at the permissions, actually put a little bit more effort into it. Because right now it's kind of just a glorified use for my private D&D party. Because I'm a DM and I use it for correspondence. I use it for virtual voice chat and stuff like that. And I also use it for recording because I can use multiple different voice channels. So I'm not using voice calls or something like that. So that's currently what the status of my Discord is. If you guys want to go check it out, again, go check it out. Also, you guys might want to go check out Siren's channel. So she has quite a few things that will be coming out soon. We have some footage that we dug up on her computer that we were like, oh my gosh, we gotta get this edited and out because it's aging. But that's fine. You know, she's not as focused on this as I am right now. But you should be checking out what development we have here in the future here. So go subscribe to her channel. She's listed as a co-conspirator. It's going to be a fundamental part of her videos / streams. And you should be subscribed so that you know what happens when it happens. Because you will know what happens when it happens. And all you got to do is click the notification when you get there. And while you're there, make sure to ring the bell on my channel right below this video. Don't forget, please. 90% of you guys. That being said, that's really all the update I got for you guys today. I appreciate you guys sitting and watching this thing the entire way through. Other than what life's thrown at me, I've been doing really good, like, health wise, and just feeling better about myself. Been going to the gym, and it's really been helping out a lot as well. uh, Been just being very mindful of, like, who I am, what I eat, what I consume, what I do, and try to take care of my body so that my body can help take care of my mind, so I can take care of, well, the channel and you guys. So I know it's a pretty long-winded way of saying that everything is fine and things are different, but that doesn't mean they're bad. That's what it is. I gotta clean my glasses before I start recording the next bit. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys hanging out and just making sure that you can be up to date with whatever's going on with my channel. You know, drop a like if you made it to this end part of the video. If you made it all the way to the end, congratulations. I give you access to the like button, as if you didn't have access to it before. All right, leave a comment in the comment box below if you want to tell me anything. If there's any cool games out there that you think I should go give a try, then let me know. Also, it would be really useful for me if you told me if it was a long or a short game, because then I know how to record around it, because I have different methods of recording for longer games and for shorter games. If you can do that, that would be phenomenal. You know, subscribe to my co-conspirators, as I mentioned before. You can always hit that subscribe button for me as well. It would be super duper cool. Hit that bell so that you can get notified of when more shenanigans occur. Share this like it's contagious, and I will see you in the next one.